Are you your own worst enemy? Did you know that the toughest critic in your job isn't your boss, but it's the voice in your own head? Why should you listen to a 45-year-old in a red dress getting ready for work? Hi, I'm Jules T, and welcome to the Jules T Talk channel. By day, I'm working in the middle management in the manufacturing industry. And I spent 20 over years making mistakes, messing up, and now I'm here to share with you what I wish I knew so that you don't have to learn it the hard way. It's like those little moments when you go to a meeting and then when everyone is talking, suddenly an idea pops up in your head and you tell yourself, hey, I think this idea is a great idea and I want to share this with everyone. But then there's this little voice in your head that's telling you, hey, better don't say anything. Who knows? Maybe other people have a better idea than yours. Hey, you're new here, just new in a job. People will look at you and think that you're trying to be smart. And people will roll their eyes and ignore you. Stay quiet and you won't embarrass yourself. Stay safe. So you stay quiet. And 2 minutes later, John, who is sitting in the corner of the room, raises his hand and says the exact thing that you had in your head. And you go like, gosh, why didn't I say that first? That's my idea. And that itself is self-sabotage, something that we often do when we're just starting out. In this video, I'll share my personal struggles of self-sabotaging and why do we self-sabotage ourselves. And I'll share 3 super simple strategies how we can turn down that fear and increase that volume of confidence in ourselves. Even when making this video, the same thing happens. There will be this little voice that tells me, look at this Jules. Who does she think she is? Trying to be an influencer? Look at her. So full of herself. Look at her subscribers. Oh, I bet it's just her mom, her dad, and her cousins and her brothers. She's going to post this and just get 10 views. And that itself is my self-sabotage voice. And now I catch it and I tell myself, hey, yeah, maybe most people won't get it. But maybe there will be one person who will. And I think that's worth it. And here's the thing. 5 years from now, you're going to watch these videos and you're going to cringe watching yourself making these videos. I didn't know what I was doing, but I'm glad I started it. Because this exercise of showing up, pressing recording, doing it consistently every week, posting it every Friday, that makes a difference. That persistency builds confidence and communication skills. And maybe by then, instead of thinking, what if people laugh at me? I'll be saying, I'm glad I did it. Why do we self-sabotage? The simple root cause of all evil is fear. And the way fear shows up is through the thoughts in your head. Hey, I'm not good enough. I'm so new in this organization. Perhaps I need to work 1 or 2 years more so I can gain more experience before I share my ideas. And after 1-2 years of experience, you probably will say something like this. Maybe I should wait another 3-4 years to get a promotion to manager. Then probably I have the authority and confidence to say my thoughts. And when you reach a manager's level, you will be saying something like, maybe I should wait till I'm a director before I share my ideas. By then, I'll have loads of experience. And that day will not come because you continue to delay that thought. And sometimes you may have this thought, I hope that nobody realizes I don't know what I'm talking about. If I try and I fail, then everybody's going to see it. My boss is going to look at me in a different way. And she's going to say, if this girl is trying too hard to impress me. And my own coworkers are going to say, look at this girl. She don't belong in this organization. Let's exclude her. And there's this voice that will say, if I don't try, then there's no chance that I will fail. If I don't speak up, then there's no chance that people will point fingers at me. And that itself is a very selfish and small mindset to have. Here's the truth. Everyone feels that way when they're first starting out. Confident people do not necessarily feel confident inside. Do I really know what I'm talking about, or am I just making up all the answers? I hope that nobody asks me questions that I don't know the answer to. The difference in confident people is not that they don't feel fear. They act like they're confident even though they have fear inside. So how do we stop being our worst enemy? The first thing is to know that that inner voice will not go away, but we can manage it. And here are 3 simple tips on how to manage this. The first step is awareness. The moment you have this thought that tells you, hey, don't speak up, you embarrass yourself. Catch it, pause and label it. Say to yourself, that is not me. That is fear talking. When you name it and you label it as fear, then that fear loses its power. It's no longer the absolute truth. It's just a passing thought. Step number 2 is to reframe it. The moment this thought comes in, if I say this, I will embarrass myself. If this thought comes to your mind, if I say it, I'll sound stupid. If I share this idea, perhaps it will help someone in the team. And even if this idea is not perfect, at least they know I'm engaged into the conversation. Even when recording this video, I have these thoughts that if my colleagues find out I'm making these videos, they will laugh at me. Then I flip this mindset to maybe one person will find this useful, and that's good enough. It is not lying to yourself, but it is about choosing the thought that moves you forward instead of pulling you back. Step number 3 is act small anyway. Here's the key. Don't wait until you feel confident. Confidence comes after you take the action. So I tell myself, I don't want to make myself so famous in meetings. Instead of sharing all the thoughts in my head, I can start by sharing one thought in my head. And if I hesitate about making 3 to 4 videos in batches, then maybe just make 1 video a day. Just press the record button. When I do this, 2 things happen. The fear voice gets weaker, and then the confidence levels get stronger. It's like a muscle. The more you act in spite of the fear, then the less fear has control over you. And did you know what I realized? The fear voice never fully disappears. But you get to choose which voice gets the microphone. There's this fear voice saying, don't speak up, you get embarrassed. And there's this growth voice that says, speak up, even though it's not perfect. It matters to at least a person. The question is, which voice are you going to turn up and which voice are you going to turn down? Because over time, if you choose the growth voice over the fear voice, your fear gets quieter and your confidence gets louder. And that is how you stop being your own worst enemy. I hope this helps. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe and like this video. And I hope to see you in the next time. Bye-bye.